All right, so as I said, I went and bought an electric bike and I am doing a review of it. This is the Wing Freedom 2 bike. I have bought it off of wingbikes.com, I believe. That's their website or something like that. I don't know. If you're watching this, you probably know what their website is. Probably saw an ad or something like that. Why did I get an e-bike? I had bought an e-bike pretty much just because I don't currently have a car at the time, and I have been you know, just trying to not be too reliant on my girlfriend's car. I'm also trying to get out a little bit more and get a little bit sunshine and stuff and stay active a little bit. So this has been good for that. Currently right now I've been taking it up to the gym. I used it earlier today to pick up my food. My food was about 2 miles away, and I got there in about 10 minutes. Maybe like 12 or something, but it probably would have been less if I was not experiencing traffic, so things like having to stop by a light. Some things about it. First, I'm going to start with some of the negatives. This seat is pretty uncomfortable. I'm not sure if getting a seat replacement would be on the forefront of everybody's mind, or if the seat might actually be like something specific to just this bike. So like right here, you can see that you would need like an Allen key, something like that to actually loosen up and raise or lower the seat of the bike. It is a bit heavy if you're trying to do stuff like if you're living in an urban environment and you want to take your bike upstairs every single day. I stay in a first floor apartment, so that's not really an issue. I'm not really lifting the bike. The bike itself would probably be about I'd say, I didn't weigh it, but I'd say probably like 35 pounds maybe. You can see the motor and stuff back here, a little serious on the brakes and stuff like that. What did I pay for it? So they had a sale going on, and part of their sale was that they would include a throttle. First let me go over the cons still. These handlebars, these, I don't like them. My hands sweat a lot, and if you're biking, your hands might be sweating too. You can tell that they kind of like shaped it in a way to where it's supposed to go around this. Yeah, you're gonna hear some cars in the background because I'm outside, and a bird apparently. But the handlebars themselves aren't really problematic, but this part, personally, I just don't like it. I don't like the way it curves and stuff. Yeah, so now about the bike and the good things about it. But the bike itself, one, I kind of like this matte black, this like no gloss finish to it and stuff. It seems like really friendly towards decorations. Like if you wanted to put a couple of stickers on here or something, kind of make the bike your own, you can do that. Sorry, trying to keep it level. You can do that if you want to like make the bike your own and stuff. Just kind of throw some stickers or what have you on there. But I didn't know this until I leaned on it, but this little button is a horn. So I guess if you're like on a trail and you're trying to warn some people that are like behind you, that are like in front of you, but they're not looking behind them, this bike does have a little horn, which was funny, I guess. So positives. It's an e-bike. It's pretty good. I was talking about the paint job and stuff like that and how I like that. It comes built in with a headlight and then a rear light. Yeah. In terms of things like that, a positive is the throttle. So I said I bought it on a sale. It's one of those like kind of a lie sales where they say like there's only a day or so left to get it at $300 cheaper with $300 worth of stuff included. Okay, so that one was a lie because that was on there for a while, but hopefully it is on there when you're looking at it. So I believe it was $300 cheaper. The cheapest model, which had a battery range of 35 miles, was $1,100. I had got the one with 45-mile range, which was an extra 100. That one, so it put us at about $1,200, and then shipping. I had got FedEx 4-day business shipping, which was another 100, so it puts it at about $1,300. I was able to do PayPal payment. I could have afforded to do it all up once. I did not want to. Actually, I'm just gonna switch to sitting inside for the rest for another part of this video, but and then I'll come back. No, I keep going. Just correct. So I'll switch the camera to me. So damn, I'm ugly. But so I was doing the. No, I'm actually switching the camera off of me. Okay, so back to that. Back to the bike. It's so weird seeing myself on selfies, but what was I saying? Okay, so I got the mid tier version. I'd say it's not the worst, but it's not the best. So the battery has a range of 45 miles. What I will show you is so far since getting it, it does have a nice little odometer where you can see how many miles you went in total on the bike, kind of like a car. So far this battery has 6 notches. I've used about 2 of them, and I've gone about 12 miles. So roughly I've used about roughly a third of the battery power. Sometimes batteries are a little bit difficult because based on how charged they are, they drop a little bit faster. Sometimes in the lower power modes, the battery lasts a little bit longer. So I would say multiply this by 3. So I'd probably get 38 miles or closer to 40 and not necessarily 45. I could end up getting more than 45 if I rode it differently. Typically I ride in the pedal assist between level 3 and level 5. Okay, damn, I guess somebody's really speeding. But I typically ride between levels 3 and 5. It is also a tachometer, a speedometer, one of them. Yeah, I typically am going on this bike between 17 and 23 miles per hour. I have gotten it up to 26, but that was going downhill and like actually doing like a fair bit of pedaling. What else does it have? It does come with these keys too. It comes with 2 sets of keys. The keys are, it kind of looks like some car keys, really. This is what they look like. One of these is my bike lock key, but the key goes to this part. You have to unlock it to take out the battery pack, and then one of the keys goes to the alarm system, where if you want an alarm to where if anybody moves it, turns it on and stuff like that without unlocking it, it makes like a little bit of a noise. I guess if you wanted to stop like a easily deterred thief, you could do that. Yeah. One of the things that the guy who put the bike together for me, also I wanted to say, I did not put this bike together myself. The people who make this, they actually recommended that you take it up to a bike shop and put it together yourself, but they do have a video going through it if you are a really good professional at putting together bikes. But looking at like these braking systems and that part back there and things like that, I didn't feel comfortable doing that. If I'm going to be going like 20 to 25 miles per hour on this thing, and I know I'm not a professional, why take that risk? So it was exactly $100 to get this bike put together professionally. It took a couple of hours, but all in all, I'm happy. Brakes didn't fail me and I blow up horribly. So yeah, one of the things is, oh, now you can hear the horn. It's actually a little bit loud because I'm kind of hearing it. I don't know if it's the area like echoing it off, but that's the horn. If you wanted to turn on the lights like this, the LED and the brake lights and stuff like that, so if you were riding at night, you just hold up right here for a couple of seconds and you see like this turns into like a nighttime mode. It gets a little bit brighter, and that's how you know that it's on, you know that the lights are on. And then you could either turn the bike off to turn them off, or you can hold that same thing. But that's how you would go about those. What else is it? Because I saw a couple of reviews on it, but people just kind of talked about how it was riding it or how the look of it looked. Like some of the more newer e-bikes that I've been seeing, it's hard to kind of tell that it's an e-bike unless you really look at it. The battery is just kind of like built into the frame real nice, and you know, you got a couple of things that go in here. The guys who put it together, they were really good about this. They kept the cords all manageable and stuff like that. I think this bike is really nice if in a couple of different situations. So like if you don't plan on carrying this upstairs every day you use it, cool because it's going to be like 35 pounds or something, and then like maybe annoying. But like if you got like a building elevator or something like that, perfect. I'd say you should still get it. If you are living in an urban environment, right, like if you're in Chicago or something and you want to do DoorDash on it, I think that it would be a very good investment. Like I said, I did it on a payment plan. PayPal has a 4 payment plan thing where that every 2 weeks they charge you 1/4 of the cost of it with 0 interest. So basically what that comes out to for me, remember I got the mid-tier version, about 1300 no, about 1200 bucks, but 100 for shipping, so 1300 total. What that comes out with for me was about 300 and something dollars every 2 weeks, so not bad at all. Definitely got the extra cash laying around. Yeah. Oh, and I wanted to talk about this, the throttle. So like if you have missed out on the sale, the fenders aren't worth it, honestly. If you really like the style, these aren't worth it. I think they wanted like 70 bucks for these. Not worth it, clearly. The throttle does seem to be worth it. So I'm a bit on the shorter side. I think this bike was made for people between like 5'6" and 6'4" or something like that. I'm at the tail end of that at 5'6". So one of the things is that the seats, it's got a decent location, but I'm not one of those people who can sit on the bike and then still be like sitting on the seat of the bike and then like just with my leg keeping it up. So like one of the things is I like take a standing position kind of right here, and when it comes to taking off or something like that, like if I'm at a stoplight or a stop sign and I take a stop and I have to take back off, and I don't want to go through the pedaling thing, trying to build up speed real quick so I can make a light or make it across the street, the throttle is perfect for that. So like if I was on it kind of like this and I was trying to get, of course I would have 2 hands on it, but if I was trying to get a going speed, I could put 1 foot on the pedal and kind of press the throttle to kind of launch off a little bit and get a quicker speed like that. What you'll see is that like you're kind of like a car in a way where you can just like instantly start launching off. Other than that, the throttle, you won't really use it other than starting and stopping. If you do use it, you will not have to pedal the bike. So you can just go without pedaling, but what you will do is drain the battery a lot faster. And considering how easy it is and how fast you can go with just using your pedal assist, like if you bumped your pedal assist up to 4 or 5, there's no other need for the throttle. I just really like to use it when I'm about to launch off. It's way quicker than trying to build up and stuff like that, because the pedal assist doesn't happen instantly. It happens in a way to where you have to kind of do half of a full rotation. So like if the pedal's right here, I need to get it like down here for the pedal assist to kind of kick in and give it that oomph, where it's kind of like you just kind of feel it, like you go a little bit faster and you get kind of like a bit of a launch where it's like a whoo, all right, I'm going. Nothing scary like being on like a motorcycle or something if you're afraid of that. It is like being on a bike, but it's like being on a bike where like gravity got cut in half. So everything you're doing, you're going about double the speed of normal with those higher pedal assists. If you're doing a lower one, like level 1, you will feel it, but yeah, you know, it's a lot like riding a bike. I think the average speed of somebody on a bike is like 11 miles per hour to 13, but doing like an average pace on that, you're probably getting like 15 miles per hour. But yeah, it's really nice, really nice. Another con is the pedal assist. Like I said, it starts about halfway, but it can be weird. So when I come to a stop, if I'm doing something like this, or if like my shins or my legs like kind of push it a little bit, what happens is it will activate that pedal assist and it'll try to do like a full rotation and it'll move me up a little bit. Nothing that's like dangerous, like it took me out in the middle of the street or anything like that. It just pushes up against your legs a little bit. It could cause it could be uncomfortable, I would say, but yeah, I've been seeing e-bikes and stuff like that. A lot of the older crowd out here, they've been getting theirs. But yeah, if you were someone if you're like, you use your bike as a commuter tool. So like I live in a college town, so if you're trying to get to school or something like that, perfectly doable. If you're trying to just pick up some food and do like a little bit of DoorDash or something, because I know a couple of people who do DoorDash on bikes when they're in like urban areas like downtown cities and stuff like that. I would say if you do DoorDash on a bike, so like if you're a teenager or if you're just somebody who does DoorDash on a bike, this is a pretty good type of thing. Probably not this specific bike. I think it would be good. It would be better than probably your normal bike, but e-bikes in general, probably that it would be like what I paid. It would be about 1,400 and stuff to completion. But considering how it might improve your work, it might make you better at your work or something like that, it might be worth it for you, just in case, like even if you just want to have fun riding a bike. I find that 5th gear is the best to ride in. 7 seems too hard, and anything under that seems like a little bit too weak for me. Oh, and lastly, if you are trying to do like DoorDash or something on this, or you're trying to use your bike to get groceries or something, I would say get the basket on there. The basket wasn't free. The basket wasn't included with the thing, and you couldn't swap out. Like I think they know like most people wouldn't get these fenders. They'd get like the basket. The fenders were like $70, but the basket was like 80. And I think that would be way better. You would have a basket that just kind of sits right here. If you were doing like drinks or something like that, you can get like a car cup tray and just probably put the drinks here and put the food in your bag. It would be a steady thing right here just sitting there. The basket did have a wire frame, but also like if you were getting groceries or something and you just wanted to put like a little bag right here and carry a bag on your back, the basket is definitely worth it. It goes right here in this area. Sorry, I didn't get it. I didn't feel like spending $90 to get the basket, considering I'm not doing food delivery or like picking up groceries and stuff with the bike. But definitely something that's worth it if you're getting it for that reason, or if you know that you're going to be carrying something and you don't want that on your back all of the time. If you did want to put your book bag up there, it was big enough for that stuff. It was a very reasonable area to put things. I don't know. This was a lot boring of a video, since, clearly, you're just looking at the bike and you're not really looking at me. But, yeah, really nice. I'm going to see if I can I would say that it does have like a weight. It is not perfectly centered on the weight side of things. That big thing back there probably can tell you that. But one of the things is I know how to ride a bike with no handle, with no hands on the bar, and I kind of tried to do that on this, and what I found is that it will lean to the left and kind of like put you off. So definitely a bit of caution. Make sure that you have both hands on here, or at least one, and not for long keeping it on there. Secondly, big warning also, you're going faster than you normally would on a bike. So really try to keep 2 hands on here, because when you hit a bump, it hits harder than what you're normal to. Like, I'm used to riding a bike, and I hit a bump today, and I damn near lost control, because I was like, oh yeah, I need to make sure that I am accounting for that. I am holding on firmly to this, and I recognize that I'm going probably I would say 50 to 100% faster than I normally would on a regular bike. So yeah, just make sure you're holding on with 2 hands. Let me see if I'm going to try to ride it with 1 hand, because the ground over here is pretty smooth and stuff like that. I'm going to see if I can include that part in the video. If I can't, then thank you for making it to this part of the video. Hopefully I helped you make your bike riding choice a little bit easier. And if anybody from Wing is seeing this, let people ditch the fenders and get the basket. Like, even if it's just like a little bit more in the price or something, like if you're still going to be running that deal, the fenders look nice. It looks like a decent place to put some stickers and stuff like that, but I definitely would have preferred the basket over the fender. It just kind of looked classy too. It looked like it would have completed this style a little bit. It was a black wire basket with like a nice bright wood color. as the base. But yeah, let's see if I can get on this and show you how some stuff works. I got a pretty flat street here. Like I said, you can use this throttle like I'm about to do to get a start going, where you just kind of pull on that, and that's how you get a start. I am currently not pedaling at all. I am going a little bit slow, and then I just kicked on the pedal assist. You can see it. I'm getting about 20 miles per hour. Now, mind you, I'm going uphill, and I'm only in level 4. I'm going uphill. It's a bit. I'd say it's a pretty good uphill. Going downhill, I'd probably be doing about 23, 26 miles per hour. But yeah, this is what it's looking like. Yeah, and now for safety and stuff like that, like I said earlier, I would like to have 2 hands dedicated to operating it. Especially since it's going a little bit faster. I'm not really wearing like protective gear or anything like that. But yeah, that was kind of how it rides. I don't really have a second person here to help me record, so sorry if I do some more recording for it. I will show that. Battery's currently still at that 4 notches. Yeah, what I did realize is that overnight the battery does go down a little bit. So when I first got on today, it was at 3 notches. But once I started pedaling and I rode around and stuff like that, it went back up to 4, and it's been up at 4 the entire day. Yeah, so peace.